Hey folks, how you all doing? This is Conover coming to you as we go back into base 2 of Surviving the Abyss. We're back in the fishbowl, everybody. When last we saw each other, we kind of finished out by starting up our first expansion. You can see that's still not yet quite finished over here, i.e. not even really been started. And we get to kind of start thinking about a couple things. First thing to think about, we've got to actually staff one of those areas, i.e. grow. So we desperately need to do that. Now, one thing we're able to do, and actually, why are we idle? You should not be idle. We have quartz, we have glass. I think we've picked up all the steel that we have. Let me go through every last bit of subs that we have over here. So, the last thing that we're trying to figure out is we need to kind of go and start kind of hashing out different pieces of our power functioning here. So sub returned, fantastic. We should have 3 people back into the deeps here. And here's the thing. So I gotta go and toss this on. So I toss that on. This is off. That's fine. This over here, we're still making enough food. We should actually continue to grow in terms of food, but we need a little bit of extra power. Now that we have extra power, start to kind of get some more dudes into play here. So now we have 75%, we got 5, we're gonna go and expand. We are in uncharted territory, because the last time I was this far, well, some negative stuff happened here. I'm not gonna go too much into it, but suffice to say, it was bad. In any case, we are going to go and be expanding our outposts over here. And one of the things you have to watch out for is the fact that we are consuming the same amount of fuel as we had before. Interesting. Aha, though, we have a second biome, which I'm actually quite excited for. So the outpost that's been completed, fantastic. I'm sure we'll get a nice little pop-up over here very soon. Let's think about what we want over here, though. So, docks, first of all. I'm going to need docks. Population, no. Life support, no. Exploration, yes. So we know we want to be able to grow out in this direction here. We don't want to go into that stuff. So what we will do, plop that down. Now I probably should be going, brought out quite considerably, but for the moment I'm not super concerned about that. Here we go. Nice. The new outpost is too far for our tunnels to reach. We'll need to get way to get crew between the bases. The central hub already has docks. Our new outpost does not. This has a dock already? I guess, yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? Well, I'm gonna get rid of that then. Oopsies. So, material building stockpile near the outpost. There's gotta be a better way for me to do this. But a material outpost. Building materials. Smashing. Let's go and we'll put that, let's say, here-ish. Scrap this. Coal is going to be a problem. Now, the great thing about this, actually, this doesn't cost me any power whatsoever. So that's fine, which is good, because if it was not fine, I think I would be kind of up a creek without a paddle, as my mother would say. We're also going to go and toss this back on. How's the demand over here? Demand is still fine. We're 3 and 3. We have a... I wonder if I can get away. She's unhomed. So I can get away with it. I need to go throw down one more living quarter, which is not the ideal, of course, but we'll make it work. Power lines, I'm starting to kind of realize that I actually need those power lines to consistently go out. That's fine too. And we are now growing into a giant thing by comparison. I'm actually quite excited for this now. First priority, after creating, let's say, a giant post, let's toss down a sonar tower, put there. Sounds like we have ourselves a... No, we don't. I thought we had something popping up, but I guess not. Oh, no, we attached a dock to the outpost. Okay, cool. We have that coming. That's fine, too. We still haven't unlocked the alloy furnace. which I'm not sure if that's really, really bad or really, really good, but either way, I'm just going to sit with this for the moment. And as we get the unhoused people back housed, let's also go and toss this in here too. So we have, this one is fine. We still have 4 and 1. That dude is also getting better. I should have more than one. Guys, please, come on, this is important. Almost as important as the fact that I'm churning out still enough food in a given day to get by. So they go and do this. So now, I should be the limits of oxygen over here. So this is going to be like 4 and 3. Oh, 4 and 1, okay, never mind. Docks complete, building storage complete. Nice. We can get that over here, which is good. This, though. Let's see. Picked up a distress signal coming from a nearby biome. We should send an expedition and locate its source. Use the submarine command window to send an exploration submarine to the signal. I don't really want to do that. I know that sounds probably like a really kind of cruel thing for me to think about. But why should I... Yeah, that's super difficult. I feel like that's a way for me to go and actually lose people. And I can't really do that right now. That's not really something I'm super excited about seeing. One generator without power lines. That's you, yon individual. So, we're getting coal. This is still quite good for us. This is still quite good for us. I should be getting more and more people. I don't know why this is still not being harvested, but I'm not looking that gift horse in the mouth. Turn the power on here. So now I should be tapped. Yeah, I'm tapped. I'm tapped on the left-hand side. O2 is pretty much packed out, so we can't do anything there. Question is, do I now, in fact, unlock the alloys? If I do... Oops. This is important here, guys. Let's go do that. And let's go and do another protein harvester. I don't want to go back to this. We've had this happen before, and that's not a super positive thing for me to be concerning myself with. I'll just hopefully stabilize there. So we'll get a lot of coal coming in. That should get us above what we need to very, very quickly. This also is going to finish up very, very swiftly as well, which I just realized is actually going to cause us some O2 concerns. So that's going to be matched back up. That's good. We'll get back off of O2. So we have 302, 2 power. There's got to be a better way to actually see these actual grids. So A and B. Okay, I like that. That's not terrible. A supply is awesome. B supply is good enough. I guess that'll work. I'm fine with that. Let me also throw down a power line to go from U. I mean, I'm building in the darkness regardless. It doesn't really seem to make a whole lot of sense to me that... Whatever. But a power line, we're good to go. This is powered, this is powered. This continues to be successful. We have 3 successes so far. And I'm checking out on my food. Food for us is still great. Nice. So we're really in good shape. I think the next thing I probably want to invest in is maybe some more food development. Not that. Tech tree. So last time we're going to take a look at this a little bit more. So let's think about this for a moment. I can get 20% more output here, which is good. I can go for this. So this is 1 and 2. This is 1 and 1. So I need a little bit more O2, but I can get 1 every hour. I get 1 every 2 hours. So this can really ramp me up. This is really, really quite painful. I can't really afford that right now. So I'm considering going for... Where is it? Not blast extractor. Considering going for... Geez, there we go. Nutritional paste production. Because again, at least what that'll do is it'll double the amount of output that I have. Since it's a low crew out, requirement as well, I can really be churning out a lot of food. Now, the downside is that people are going to go and start griping about the kind of food that they have, which I get. But at the same time, it's like, okay, do you want to starve then? You can starve. It's totally fine by me. My guess is people don't want to starve, so I'm sure people will be a little bit more understanding of the hiccups that we're going to be going through. Also, picking up a good amount of coal there, so great. We're in great shape. At least we're in pretty darn good shape. How about that? Now this over here, this hasn't done a whole lot. Can I not turn this? Can I not turn this on? Seems like it's got power. Well, for right now, we're okay, so screw it. I'm not going to go super nuts. Let's go and drop a bit out there. I'm starting to expand, so I'm actually, again, we're really starting to get ahead here. Not crazy. We're still iffy-ish, but we're getting better. So what kind of ores do we unlock? Well, we got the coal that we were looking for. We got oil, small iron ore, concrete, quartz, iron ore. Okay. Now, fuel was another major concern for me to kind of be expanding. I'm really hoping it's not talking about this oil right here. Be nice if we get another one. Yes, okay. So we got another coal deposit over here. Fantastic. We're pretty much tapped other than that, though. Point of interest? Now, I'm sure people are asking themselves, why haven't you gone for more points of interest? And the loose explanation for that is, every single time I've done that, you can actually see this in the first one, people have died, and not died well. They've just been constantly dying, So I don't really want to go crazy with it. Okay, now we have a ton of genomes. I don't want to expand once more just yet. Kind of turn that off, save myself a little bit of power. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I do nutritional paste for 120. The next thing I'm going to do is I will go and start to not do submarine command. That very much wants. I'm very much thinking about that. Is I can do an alloy furnace. So I'll finally do the alloy furnace for them. I don't see a reason for me to do it immediately. Oh, and it was create food opportunities. So this was 5 concrete, 12 quartz, 10 aluminum. Now, I may have to consider expanding my base ever so slightly. Well, I definitely have to expand the power lines. That's one thing. Where's the optimal place to put this? Maybe I put it down the heck over here. But right now, one thing I'm definitely kind of cheating myself of, and I know I'm spinning around quite a bit here, so I'm sure people are like, whoa. But I'm cheating myself of not just expansion points, but also places to do morale boosting facilities. So what I might do is I might plop this down here, okay? And I don't need, it's 12 here, I don't really need that much output. Here's the other thing I'm going to do. I'm going to turn this off so I can turn this off, which means I can start getting a lot more coal back in, which means hopefully people can stop griping about how, oh my gosh, anti-M, we don't have, there we go. Cool. Unemployed. People could be unemployed. I have actually no problem with people being unemployed. I just have an issue with we've run out of power. There you go. You're no longer unemployed. We have exactly the amount of power that we need. Is there anybody down in these other regions that is, you know what? You're unemployed. You're now employed. Congratulations. Yeah, actually, I'm not too upset about this. One person is unhomed again. So what I will do is let's start considering putting some living quarters out here. Now, I'm not a big fan of the fact that I have to... Protein harvester here. So, I have a uncommon and a common right there. Okay, here's what's going to happen. Protein harvester. Living quarter, which I wish was a little bit more sensically orientable. But we'll put that there just to make our lives a little bit less ridiculous. And I suppose we'll tunnel here. Tunnel here. And that can just be dealing with little things. So that will get brought over. We are, for some reason, losing power. Oh, right, because this is here. All right. Turn that off. This is on, so I'm getting... I should have enough power now. Yeah, okay, so we have enough power. Please? Is it because this isn't on? Oh, stupid power lines. There's got to be a better way for this. Is this not powered? No. Okay. This I kind of wanted to change this a little bit about the game. Is that every now and again you have this kind of like herpy-derpy lack of power cables that you have to. It's very finicky. It's very, very finicky. Come on, please work. Let's toss you back in here. I also would really prefer not to turn this back on, but I will if I have to. Fine. It's back on. There we go. Plenty of this. That's off. I don't need that anymore. There's a piece of me that almost wants to just get rid of it. I'm not going to for the moment, because I think for the time being we're in good shape. I'm also considering maybe expanding that as well. I haven't decided yet. Also, O2. Oh, right. That goes there, that'd be fine. Okay. Last thing I'm gonna make sure is that the protein harvester, I don't know this actually goes and gets rid of a viable population. What I'm going to do is treat it like it does on the off chance that I can potentially screw up the environment for it. Okay, so this is going to be a 2-2. That's fine. This is 2-1. So we still have, I think, just enough oxygen to go around. Maybe I'm incorrect about that. Maybe what else I'll do is I'll go and I'll turn this off to turn everything else back on. So maybe that'll be the case. Either way. Oh no, I know what I can do. I can turn this bad boy off. There we go. Power no longer a problem. Cool. I also have a person over here, so I'm wondering if I'll get a transportation sub to kind of shift him over there. No crew in darkness for 25 days. Awesome. What was the last thing I was thinking about tier 2? Power. So oil drill. So I don't have a drill just yet. What I think I need to do is I need to go and pick up these two bad boys, but what I also might just consider doing here just before we part ways is... Actually, if I try... Ooh. You know what? I'm unlocking this, which means I should have a crazy amount of power over here. Awesome. I actually don't need... Yeah, 20 of it, so I can just dump you. There we go. Awesome. So, cool. We're getting tons of power. We actually have a huge amount of power over here with a huge amount of oxygen over here. I can turn things back on, back off, whatever I need to do. So I think we'll close out with a living quarter, or no. You know, I'll put a living quarter here. That'd be 2-1. I can make 4 more people online. And I'm not saying that we're perfect, but I'm thinking that we're doing pretty darn well. We'll say quartz, glass, and steel's getting kind of low, so yeah, it actually is a priority for us to kind of go and expand a little bit more. Where is that steel? Quartz, scrap steel, concrete. Okay. I'm just going to drop this out here, throw one over here for the steel. Nice. So, folks, our burgeoning base is going really quite well. We have plenty of power and supply there. We actually have a decent amount of supply here. We're actually getting 2 food at per. Nice. Our sonar is predicting of something moving among the research facility. We don't have an ID on the target yet, but it looks unusually large. It could be a false reading. This is what I was actually worried about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this here. You can see recreation. Actually, that was one thing I've been ignoring here as well. Excuse me. Crew can break down. There's something we actually kind of expanded slightly for last time. And what we need to think about is a garden dome or a mess hall. Now, what this can do for us is that, one, the mess hall is going to allow us to expand and really be driving our food production into really that kind of low area, which saves quite a bit. The other part of this that we actually have is that if we have the garden, for some reason I feel like I hear it already, if the garden gives us actually a little bit of oxygen and air quality and gets recreation. So, just as a means of just understanding real quick, the the area that we see for the marine stabilizer is roughly the same amount that we could use overall for those gardens, which, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to destroy this, put it back up on the other side. Because if I put the garden here, it covers a lot of this. It might even be a possibility for us to go and expand up the garden here to cover all my power, maybe the nutritional paste, research lab, and all of this. So it could be really, really positive for us to maybe stick a garden there, or yeah, I think that might be the best idea. So I lied, I'm going to put the living quarter, I think, down here then. This saves me having to put more power lines in, it allows me just to kind of expand a little bit further out. So, yeah, in any case, for right now, folks, that's going to do it for us today on this particular episode of Welcome to the Fishbowl, or Back to the Fishbowl, as I'm increasingly kind of coming to call it. Until next time, I'm Con Ulrich. Take it easy.